In this video, we will see how we can use SOAPUI tool for testing SOAP APIs. So first, to download, we need to go to soapui.org, and then we can go to tools and then SOAPUI. And from here, we can download the application. So once we have downloaded this, so we can open this SOAPUI application, and then we can use the SOAP endpoints to test. Okay, so this is the SOAPUI home screen. So using this, similarly, the Postman tool we will use for testing REST APIs. But both Postman and SOAPUI allows SOAP APIs and as well as REST APIs. So here you can see SOAP APIs and also REST APIs. Similarly, even Postman will allow to use SOAP and REST APIs both. But Postman is very famous for testing REST APIs, and SOAPUI is for testing SOAP APIs. So first we need to, in Sales Cloud, each and every object will support exposing this the endpoints into SOAP. Similarly, so the same way we have the SOAP web services for sales and fusion service. So we can go to this document and then we can verify the object that we want to access using SOAP APIs. So in this case, I'm taking an example for Sales Cloud account. For account, so you can use this endpoint Sales Cloud account. So similarly, you have opportunity web service, okay, opportunity lead, sales lead, etc. So you have the endpoints, and even for custom objects, so we have the custom objects service. Okay, this is for custom business object. Okay, so today we'll take an example of Sales Cloud account. The process of the using SOAP APIs is similar to same. So just the service or visible URL will be changing. So this is the sample service visible URL for Sales Cloud account. So this is a key basically. So you need to copy this and you need to replace the server name. Okay. So after downloading, I'm going to SOAPUI tool and I'll click on SOAP API, SOAP, and I need to give the project name and the visible URL. So visible URL I copied from this, and I need to replace the server name here. Okay, and this is my visible server URL. Okay, and you can give the name here, project name. So for retrieving the metadata, so we don't need for retrieving the schema or SOAPUI structure. So we don't need authentication. So we can just give the visible URL and it will retrieve the structure. So after that, you can choose OK, and it will load. It will load the definitions and it will give the structure. So this is the structure we have inside this SOAPUI. Okay. So suppose so even in the documentation we can see on this page for this particular service we have relationships operations. um, I mean so here we have under operations we have these get account, create account, update account, delete account, merge account, find account. So these are all the different operations it supports, and we can see the details for each operation. So now, if we want to get a particular account, so we can use. Okay, first we'll create an account. So for create, so we have here create account, and if you click on the request, you can see the sample payload or the detail payload. So this includes all the fields, all the relevant child object information, related object information, everything. Okay. So it is better to copy this request using this clone request, and because we will be modifying this XML request. So this is in the form of XML. So we don't need to pass additional parameters. So instead, we can just pass whatever we want. So you can also see the URL here. So this is the URL loaded after creating the request. So it uh, So everything we will pass using this payload. We don't use the URL like in REST API. So we will pass everything in the payload. Until now, we haven't used the authentication, right? So even to verify this WSDL service, right? So you can just copy paste the WSDL URL here, and if you enter, so it will give the same information, the schema of the URL. So it gives here. And in SOAP UI, we can see in a better view. So now to create account, so we don't need all of this. So you can expand or expand and collapse using this, and then for creating account, we basically need account name in this particular demo instance, and we need address. So these two are enough to create an account. So all custom attributes will also display here. So you can see, and something like if you want to pass a note or any relevant related objects, right? Sales team member, etc. So you can pass all of those here. Okay. So for now, I'm removing all, and I'm keeping only the minimum required fields. So since it's a creation of new record, I don't have party ID and party number. So even if you have party number, so you can provide. But in this case, I'm allowing to create automatically. And even I don't have source system source reference. So, but if we have, so it's always okay to provide these values. And I have a few custom fields. So here, So this is a kind of a XML tags, right? Organization name. This is a field. So if you observe, there is a SOAP URL, right? Sales parties account service. Okay, and inside that we have header body, and then we have create account action, and inside it we have account, and then we are defining account attributes, or if we have some related objects or child, we will define inside account. So now we'll give the name. Okay, so this is my account account name, and I can give the revenue, something I will give. So these are the fields I'm passing along with uh, account name. So now I need to create an account. To access this information, we don't need to provide authentication, but to create an account or to get the account to access any of the operation, we need authentication. So authentication we can provide here, authentication, and you can select the authentication type. So I'm choosing basic authentication. And then I need to click on this submit request. So now it is processing, and then it is executing. So it is giving 500 internal server error, and we can see the error here. So you can see attribute open in view object cannot be set. Okay, so this cannot be set. I'm removing this, and let me retry. Okay, still I have error. Address required for the customer. So that is the error I'm getting. So to pass the address, so it's a collection, right? So I have removed everything. So now I'll go back to the initial request, right? And then I'll copy the address. So here you can see primary address. So this is what we can pass this. So I'll copy this. I'll copy this particular code. Then I'll go to my clone request. I'll paste inside it. And here, I don't want all of these additional fields. I just want to pass some few fields. Okay, I just need these 4 or 5 fields. And here only country is mandatory, remaining all it's not mandatory. So additional attributes we can pass. So I'm passing within primary address, and then I'm submitting the request again. So if it is a 200 okay, so then the request is created and processed successfully. Now it is 200 okay. It says 200 okay. And if you switch to the XML, right? So we are in raw. So here in this tab, we can see the request information. If you go to the XML, so we can see the result. So it is able to create a record and party ID, party number, all that information we can see here. So even if we copy this record and if we go to accounts, we should be able to see this account. Yes, it is created. Okay. Now, this is how we can create a record. So for getting an account, so if you go to get request, you just need a party ID. So party ID we got from this, right? So we'll take this party ID and then we'll go to get request and we'll give this party ID here. Authorization, again, we need to provide. Okay, it's again 200 okay. And you can see the get request information here. So it gives all the values. So if it has value, it will give the value. Otherwise, it will give in this format, nil. So similarly for updating, so if you go to update request, and you just need to give the unique key, okay, party ID, and along with that, you can give the other parameters. Something like if I want to update comments, I just need to take. I just need to take party ID, party number, and then I can remove all other. I just want I want to update credit hold. Okay. So I go to update request. I'll add this and I need a party ID, party number. I'll add the authentication. And then I'll process this request. So it's we'll give the party number as well. Now it is updated. So if you go to the result payload now, so we could see the updated value for the credit code. So this is how we can uh, update the account. So same process we can follow for other requests as well. So even for delete account, so we just need to provide the unique ID and then we need to process this request. So once we complete it, so these endpoints we can save. So and then we can upload and then we can reuse also. So this is how we can use the Postman tool and to access the Fusion REST endpoints. So the process is same for any SOAP UI. The structure will be slightly different depending on the service, but otherwise this is how we can use the SOAP UI tool.